Hey, my friend, Scott Zlatev here once again, and I'm just finished that hangout that we actually did last night, the training, and so there you have it. Now, I didn't cover a whole lot. It's basically kind of an overall game plan and view. Literally, it will really take you a long time to really get this stuff down. Literally years of studying. I've spent more than $20,000 in my online education. And now, obviously, I've made far more than that, being able to retire at 35 and living a very decent lifestyle. And the project that we're talking about, you're actually about to have access to. Down below, I'll include a link that you can actually experience firsthand. Now, you had the opportunity last night to be able to actually view that. Now, I don't know if you've already seen that or not. I'll actually include two different links in case you missed our training last night. I'll include a link down below that'll actually give you access to that training, so you can really dive in and see what you're going to have access to when you decide to join us. If you decide to join us, the decision is completely up to you. But one thing I know to be true is that aligning yourself with the right people makes all the difference. That's what took me from being flat broke. I was fortunate enough to find a mentor that first off believed in me. And so, with that, I can wholeheartedly tell you, without even knowing you, that I believe in you. And the reason why I know that is because it doesn't matter what your skills are. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter, your race, your religious beliefs. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. What matters is what you truly want. Because if you want something, you can have it. And I truly believe that because I've experienced it firsthand. If you want it bad enough, you can accomplish anything. And my goal is to really help you attain whatever it is that you want, whether that's to live on an exotic island somewhere, which the opportunity that we have, that we're working on right now, definitely has that capabilities of being able to provide that for you. Or maybe you just want to make an extra $5,000 a month, something like that. Whatever the case may be, I have my goals and my dreams and my passions. And, I say, a lot of people say that I'm a workaholic. To me, this isn't work, guys. This is fun. I enjoy what I do. And so for me, I basically just get to be as creative as I possibly can. And for me, it's a challenge to see how creative I can be and hope that what I provide to you provides enough value and provides enough so that you can succeed in your business. Whether you join me and my team or not, I truly want you to be successful because, there's a point where when you get involved, and you'll experience this firsthand when you start having success, there's a point where, yes, it starts out for selfish reasons, and your selfish reasons is that you want to make money. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired of broke, frustrated. Maybe you're working a full-time job. Maybe you got more month at the end of the money. I'm speaking from my own personal experiences, of course. But, there comes a point where once you begin to have success, and then all of a sudden you have massive success, and everything just seems to just flow, and money starts just flowing into your bank account on autopilot because you have these types of systems set in place, because you have things and you understand it. And even if you don't understand it, guys, that's why we're here to help you. That's why I basically spoon feed people all this stuff so that you can bypass all the years of struggle that I went through, because the last thing that I want you to do is struggle. Now, I totally believe that that struggle is a foundational thing that you must go through. I really don't want to take that from you because you learn so much from your struggles. Trust me, you learn a ton from your struggles. But at the same time, I don't think a person has to struggle as much as I did. It was pretty painful. I'll be honest with you. And there's a point where it's like, okay, enough's enough. Let's make some money. And that's where I want to get you to a point to where you're making money relatively quickly. And like I said, with the opportunity that we have right now that we're involved in, we definitely have that set in place for you once you come on board. Once you see what we have, most people is pretty much a no-brainer. But again, that's up to you to decide. The longer that you stay on my list, like I actually mentioned in the training, you'll receive more value. Now, as you go through this, you're actually in what's called a funnel, okay? And you're going to experience firsthand what this funnel is going to do. Okay, what I want you to pay attention to. This is from an educational standpoint. I want you to pay attention to the language that I use in the copywriting. So open all the emails. Okay. I want you to see how I laid out all the different pages. So I want you to click on all the different pages. Okay. Even click on the join button. See how I have everything all laid out, so that if you decide not to join me and my team in business, then you can apply this to whatever business you're doing. Now, it takes a lot of skill, a lot of copywriting, a lot of years to understand buying patterns and hypnotic persuasion, stuff like that in your copy, and being able to do this. Now, you can learn that, and I think it's a valuable skill that you'll want to learn eventually, or you can just, come on board our team and just have it ready for you. Ready to just plug and play, and that's what so many people have enjoyed so far. Once I finally came on board this team, I was able to bring this to the table, and instantly it increased everybody's sales, it increased everybody's productivity, and everybody loves the fact that they don't have to repeatedly send people links and stuff like chatting in Facebook and things, because it's all right there. All a person has to do is send out one link. It leverages their time so that they can be most effective and help the people who are actually serious to get started now by clicking on a link down below and filling out the form and getting started. That way that we're actually able to get people going. Now, like I said before, if you do choose to join me, please, I want to make sure that you understand I'm at a different point in my business with this. Okay. Right now, at this point in time, if you decide to click on the link and become a part of our movement that we have, it may not say my name as your sponsor. Okay. The reason is because the way that I'm building this, I'm able to produce higher amounts than most people. So I'm actually helping my team, if you can believe that. So I'm actually, the way that this compensation structure is actually designed is, I can't get to the higher levels unless I bring other people with me. So what that means is that I'm going to be essentially recruiting for my team. I'm going to be putting people under my team because some of them might not have the same type of skill sets and don't have quite the same connections that I have. So when you come on board, you could possibly be finding that you all of a sudden have a new person under you. Relatively quickly. Now, that's no guarantee that that's going to happen. At this point in time in my business, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm actually putting people under other people because in order for me to succeed at the levels that I want to succeed at with this particular company, I can't grow any wider, if that makes sense. I have to grow in depth. So that means that I have to start placing people in depth in order to get to the levels that I truly want to get to. So with that being said, I've got the links down below. Appreciate you showing up last night, and it's an awesome ride. I absolutely love what I do, and I hope that I provided you with some really good value. And like I said, the trainings are going to get even more in depth. There's so much knowledge that I've absorbed over the last 4 or 5 years that I'm going to be an open book with my team. This is what I would consider my last rodeo. This is a multi-million dollar venture that we're going to basically partake in, and we're looking at total internet domination. You'll see if you watch that, and if you haven't, go ahead and click on the button and actually watch the webinars. You're going to have access to everything that I've actually had access to, the entire team, and you'll see firsthand why it's grown so fast. Why we've done at the timing of this recording, we've actually done more than as a group. It's pretty incredible, and this is not hype. This is just fact. It's just how it is. Without hyping it up, we've actually done more than $4 million in business in only 8 weeks. It's pretty incredible, and the duplication is remarkable. Like I said, I've been in this industry for more than a decade, and I've never seen anything quite like this before. It's its own beast, and it's something that, you know, when you see it, you know, it's just different. It's got a different feel, and you know, we're going to see some of the most unbelievable type of results from this, in my opinion. And I've been around people that have done very, very well. So with that being said, I'm just going to wrap this up. I just wanted to, you know, just give you this quick video, just because, you know, this is how I personally thank you, is by just, you know, recording a video and just talking to you as if you were sitting right here. And this is kind of how I built my business, is by being transparent, being, you know, I have a lot of people actually that, you know, they really come to me for guidance, even if they're not on my team. A lot of people, you know, they do pitch me offers, but there's also people that they're just like, look, I don't want to get burned. You know, what do you think of this? You know, now a lot of times I'm too busy to look at things. So please don't send me stuff, guys. I typically, when I join stuff and I do things, I typically do stuff and pay attention to things. I have my own circle of you know, 6 and 7 and even 8-figure earner friends that I look to for businesses and things like that. And that's how I found out about this. You know, Jason actually brought it to my attention, and you know, bless the guy. He you know, he repeatedly came back to me and said, Scott, you really need to look at this. And he actually put my feet to the fire, and he said, look, dude, I've joined you in, you know, 3 different deals. Okay. The least you can do is watch the webinar. And I did. And he was right. I definitely put my foot in my mouth. It's not the first time. I'm human, you know. And basically, you know, I realized that, you know, I could learn a lot from this guy, and you know, I'm again humbled. And so, you know, we got a lot of good feedback from the training last night, and again, I just the more that I share in value, the more that I pour into what I do as a craft. The more lives that I'm able to affect change in, and I guess, you know, in a way it's kind of a selfish thing for me, because that makes me feel good, knowing that I put some sort of change in a family's life or a person's life. You know, when I go to different marketing events, I've literally had, you know, hundreds of people come up to me and give me a hug and just say thank you. And, you know, people I don't even know, you know, they see a training video and something that I said or did inspired them to change, you know, all of a sudden be able to get enough money to be able to invest into any business. You know, I actually recorded this one training is really good. How to you know, create $5,000 in cash, in cold hard cash, within 7 days, so you can invest in any business. You know, and so many people were able to take that training and apply it to their business, and it's been remarkable. Just being able to be an influence in people's lives. So again, thank you for showing up last night. And, you know, I promise you that there's more trainings to come once you're on board. Again, if you're not on board, that's cool, but we can have a whole lot more fun if you're on board. So with that being said, continue to be on the list, and you'll get some more value, and you're going to experience firsthand the funnel that you're going to actually have access to when you come on board. All right, so Scott's Late Tip there. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.